Namaste Aries, this is going to be your January 2022 reading. I'm jumping right in. I am intending to keep these all very short. They're like 15 minutes long, but I wanted to give you guys messages. All of a sudden I was guided to give you guys messages and to do it this way. And I'm using some of the boxes of some of my oracle cards because I had been cleaning my home and donating stuff. Same thing I've been telling you guys to do based on the cards, like the Queen of Pentacles. I've been doing it myself, and I misplaced my stands, so I'm using these to hold up the cards. Anyway, we're beginning for you with the Ace of Swords, upright, as well as the Seven of Pentacles. This can be about some sort of breakthrough that you're experiencing. Maybe some sort of hard work you've been putting in on something, whether it's manifestation or actual labor, physical labor. Results happen. Right, there's a breakthrough. Or it can be about some sort of clarity into which you're coming. There's a breakthrough there, like you've been trying to figure something out, and boom, it gets figured out. The next card is in reverse, but it is the Six of Wands, just so you know. All right, and each time so far, I started with Capricorn. This is the third reading that I'm doing because I started with Capricorn. I'm going in order: Capricorn, Pisces, and now you guys. Oh, I skipped Aquarius. How did I skip Aquarius? I'm an Aquarius moon myself. I don't know how I skipped Aquarius, but I did. Anyway, I was trying to go in order. And every reading so far, I've opened to the moon. This is the first time it's been in reverse, but every reading, the first card to which I've opened has been the moon. And if you want to look at at least the beginning of the Capricorn reading and the Pisces reading, you can see it for yourself. And it's that moon in reverse that is now your overall energy. Very, very interesting. Behind it is also the Three of Pentacles in reverse. And that's it. The next card is upright, and it is the Nine of Swords. So there's some worry, there's some fear. Moon is about fear too. Worry, fear, maybe about work with the Three of Pentacles in reverse also. Or some sort of confusion at work. Or maybe a lack of teamwork, a lack of collaboration, something feels disorganized, there's some sort of group conflict maybe, misunderstanding, misinterpretation of something. Maybe somebody doesn't understand the group dynamic or the relationship dynamic between multiple people. Those are the things I'm getting from that. All right, so card most directly representing you this month, it's going to be the King of Pentacles in reverse. I probably have to move it over. Surrounding energy, close friends, family members, co-workers, love interests, romantic partners, that sort of thing, is the Chariot, also in reverse. Work and finance is the Eight of Cups, also in reverse. Love and relationship, the Ace of Wands, also in reverse. Physical health, Six of Swords, upright. And spiritual health, the Emperor, which is totally your energy, also upright.
You're such a shameless liar. The richer I know will not just stop at kissing you.
And it happened only once.
And the more you lie about this, the more pissed off I get. I don't even come up with all of your excuses of using an antidepressant. So if you know what's good for you, you better start talking now.
You wouldn't allow me to drive home alone that night because I was in no shape to do that. And I couldn't reach you on the phone. Hi. I've been trying to reach you since last night.
Well, I didn't want to be reached. Where are you? Hello?
I'm at Rita's. I decided to stay back there since I couldn't get through to you.
We need to talk.
I know. I'm so sick on this app.
I'm at home.
No, it's so funny. What happened, Richie?
You know where?
I know what happened. Why did you do it? What is funny, Richie?
So you want to do this? I see how you've been checking me out. And I know what a woman wants.
How I have been checking you out. Richie, how I've been checking you out. I am your best friend's girlfriend. You should at least respect that.
Well, you should have respected her.
Was in no condition to drive. I saw that you took advantage of me. Richie, you took advantage of me. Richie, you took advantage of me!
I have to get to work. I hope you guys sort your symptoms. You know your way out.
I didn't. It happened with Richie once. It was Richie's fault. He took advantage of me. I couldn't tell you because I didn't know how you would react. You had something to do with Diane.
Don't even go there. Diana and I was way before us. You know what? I can't go on with this. I'm calling off the wedding. You can stay the night, but I want you up by tomorrow.
Ade, no. Ade, please. I didn't wait to talk. I need to talk.
I thought I told you.
Dude, you don't need to explain. Okay? Shit happens, I'll deal with it.
Like, just hear me out.
What you want? That you slept with a woman I was going to get married to, and you didn't think that you should tell me, if for nothing else, with respect you have for me as a friend?
Bro, I was gonna tell you. I was just looking for a proper time to.
But tell me, bro, when was this going to happen? That's it. Listen, it's no big deal, okay?
So again, the moon is about the sign of Pisces most directly in traditional tarot practice. And especially in reverse, it's about things being confusing. If not to you, well, it could be to you and or somebody close to you. Something is unclear, it's confusing, and it's important to sort of just try to calmly figure the things out, like sit with the uncertainty and let things be figured out organically rather than trying to force things or people to happen or do stuff before they're ready, before it's time. Also, you're definitely more psychic and intuitive right now, but you may not understand the messages because, again, it can be a confusing time with it in reverse. So, but it's still important to trust your instincts and your impressions, even if you're not sure exactly from where they're coming, or you don't completely understand the message. It's because, again, with the reversal, it's easily misinterpreted. The messages are definitely less than clear. But still, it's important not to ignore them. So I want to be clear about that. Just try to figure out the meaning, again, calmly, organically, sitting with the uncertainty and trying to allow it to unfold or come to you. The universe tends to reveal things or help us to get that clarity. And again, you started with the Ace of Swords and the Three of Pentacles, both in reverse. And, I felt that those were about coming into some sort of clarity as well. It may take longer than you would like for the clarity to come. So try to stay patient because reversals can also be about delay. So the card that's going to most directly represent you during this period is going to be the King of Pentacles in reverse. King of Pentacles can actually be somebody who is influencing you, that may be a direct earth sign, a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, or someone like into those traits or attributes. Could be representing the influences of perhaps the Venus retrograde, maybe. She's going to be retrograde in Capricorn. Whatever it is, the King of Pentacles in reverse tends to be about, it's about like identifying yourself by your outer accomplishments as opposed to who you are inside as a person, and maybe not realizing, your huge value inside because you're too consumed with like stuff, like your material possessions and what you've done, what you've been successful at. Capricorn actually had this card as their overall energy. So it could be maybe you're a Capricorn moon or a Capricorn rising, or there is a Capricorn who is significant to you, is influencing you, or something like that. Because they had in their monthly reading for January, it was in the position where the moon is for you as their overall energy. No matter what happens in your life, when the King of Pentacles appears like this in reverse, it's important to know that your happiness and success is not based on like one single thing happening, like one single event, boom, that's my life, or even like a group of events, a handful of events. It is a time to really work on developing a positive attitude and getting beyond and about yourself, especially, and who you are as a person, a whole person, like inside too, and moving beyond like obsession with stuff and material possessions and the things that other people can see about us. In your surrounding energy, you have the Chariot. This most directly correlates to the sign of Cancer in the traditional tarot. There could be a Cancer who is significant or influential upon you. Cancer is actually the mirror sign to Capricorn, so maybe there's something having to do with that. They are, opposite axis signs. And actually, I think the nodes are moving into Cancer and Capricorn soon too. Maybe that happens in January. I'll have to look it up, but I think that may be happening soon too, out of Gemini and Sagittarius. So that may be something else. But in any case, this is in the placement of your surrounding energy. So I told you that could involve close friends, family members, co-workers, your romantic partner or interest or something like that. And this card is still about movement, even in reverse. This movement can be literal from like one physical place to another, or it can be metaphoric and metaphysical, about, a change in where you or someone close to you that needs to make emotionally, in your heart or in your mind or something like that. Also, it can indicate that you need to take a look at like where you're going. So that would be metaphoric too, and why. Like, why am I headed down this path? What is the benefit? Is this to my highest good? And don't allow yourself to like get involved in or engage in movement like just for the sake of movement, all willy-nilly. Purpose and direction is really important right now. So again, whether it's you who's doing this movement or it's someone close to you, that's going to be true. So if someone close to you, you're going to want to support them with these explanations. If it's you, you may have somebody around you who is also affected by how you move. And so you want to keep this in mind for their benefit in addition to your own. So moving on to the Eight of Cups in reverse and work and finance, you may be feeling like a really powerful urge to get out of your current job. And so far, the other signs, they haven't had the Eight of Cups in reverse, but every single sign has had a card that can be indicative of wanting to leave their job so far. It's very interesting. There's a reason why you're feeling this way. Definitely don't like disregard your own feelings, but at the same time, you don't have to move. And if you do move, you don't have to move immediately. You can take time to think about it, right? You don't want to jump out of the frying pan into the fire, as they say, and that it would be really dangerous to do that right now. So think about it, talk it over with someone you trust, all that kind of stuff before you put any actual plans into place. Speaking specifically about finances that may or may not have anything to do with work, you may be thinking that you can't take one more day in your current situation, which is probably a situation that you're feeling is of lack or something, or maybe it's of abundance and everybody's coming to you for money and you can't take any more of that. But the truth is that you can, and that you don't want to like go off again without thinking about something or talking about something and getting it straight, like all half cocked, and make a move that could be, hurtful to you, harmful to you. Take things slow and methodical, like an earth sign maybe, even if you're not, right? You're in Aries, you're a fire sign, but you have the King of Pentacles that's most directly representing you for the month, and an earth sign would make a plan. They would be methodical about stuff like this, especially having to do with finances. So you want to do that too. Take a methodical look at your financial situation and consider the actions that you need to take or that you think you should take, and then take them. Get advice where necessary. And this, the process is likely to take more than one day. So again, this is not going to be something that you want to rush through, even though fire energy is about movement, I'm sure, and action. And I'm sure you want to move and you want to take action, especially you, Aries, because you are ruled by Mars, the action planet, the aggression planet. I get it. But this is something you're going to, again, wanting to move through slowly, like with purpose and direction. Love and relationship looks good. You got the Ace of Wands. It is in reverse, but, as with the upright meaning, if you're single especially, this can indicate the beginning of a new relationship. Can also indicate the birth of a child. It's about fertility. So, if this is a possibility for you and you're not ready, like if you could get pregnant or you could get somebody pregnant, you may want to take some sort of precautions against not doing that if you're not ready, for that to happen. In an existing relationship, the card can show a need to sort of think before we speak. And that may be difficult for an Aries at times. Because again, you're like, of the fire signs, you may be the most fiery and direct and hard, But yeah, think before you speak. And also listen to your partner, because misunderstandings are going to be really, really easy right now. In your physical health, if you're dealing with a health problem, Your usual healthcare practitioner may not necessarily be the best person to help you. And this has been a recurring theme too. Like the other signs so far have gotten something like you can fix your own health with your positive thoughts, and all this kind of stuff. And yours is similar too, but it's like, if you can, like look into treatments outside of your local area. Unless you have a serious health problem, this card can show that what you really need, like most of all, is a vacation. It's another card of movement. The Six of Swords can be about actual movement and travel. And that may be what you need, even if it's just like local travel, just like to get away quickly. Like if I went to Jersey to visit, one of my best friends lives in Jersey. If I, went to visit her today for us to hang out because I needed a break, I needed some, girlfriend time, then, that's kind of like local, that's kind of like travel, right? Because I got to leave New York, I got to go to Jersey. But it's not that far. You know what I mean? So even something like that can be what, can solve this problem of what you need. Just like a change of scenery, change of scenery. Find a way to give this to yourself if that's what you're feeling you need, even if the only way that you can do it is just by like, maybe going on the internet and sort of getting lost in talking to people from around the world, or, looking at pictures and reading about interesting places. Like one of my most favorite places to look at the pictures of and read about is the Galapagos Islands. I've never been there. I would love to go. That's something I have to try to manifest in my life, I guess, before it's completely ruined by humans. But, something like that, sort of getting lost in that sort of thing, if you can't physically travel and you feel that travel is what you need. Last but not least, again, we have Major Arcana card 4, the Emperor, which does indeed represent the planet Mars and therefore your sign. In terms of spirituality, this means it's time to take it's time for you to take time out for yourself. So it goes along with your other cards in terms of the movement and things, and to like honor your need for spiritual growth. You need some time to devote to your spiritual health. Don't try to focus like totally on things like logic and reason and order, which might be your normal style. I mean, that's what the Emperor is about, allow, so like your right brain and your emotions, your soul, to have some input on this too, right? Logic can lead you to the spirit and the spiritual if you allow it to happen, and then if you don't get stuck in like your logical mind of 1 + 1 equals 2 and they can never equal something else. But if you let yourself, meditation, which also requires like a great deal of discipline, some of us can't even do it, right? Will come easier to you if you make the time and take the effort like to try, so use your need for organization and peace and things to maybe redirect it in a more emotional way and do something like meditation or yoga that can help you also in terms of your spiritual growth. And that is your reading for January. I hope you enjoyed it. Please do like, share, subscribe, and comment. I appreciate it. Namaste.